Oh, are you not gonna start?
To start. Welcome back to Two Blues in a Pod. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is Guillermo.
I'm Pablo.
Hope everybody's doing well. Today we are reviewing the Chelsea Arsenal game. 1-1 result. We did a review on Friday or Thursday, I believe. That's already out. And so now we're going into the next part of our weekly episodes, which is the review part, right? Not the
Um,
preview, the review.
I say let's also get some admin out of the way. You know, Two Blues in a Pod. We're starting out. You guys need to make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're following us on all the social media. We got TikTok, we got Spotify, we got YouTube. It's all linked in the description. Make sure you listen to all our episodes, subscribe, leave a like, comment, leave a rating on Spotify. It really helps us out to get the word out, reach out as many blue fans out there. So yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. Parts that you maybe think we can improve, anything that you do like, anything that you might want us to talk about, etc.
Yeah, definitely. Any ideas, anything that you guys are looking forward to a lot, stuff like that. Especially now in the international break, we can play around with a lot of things. So just give us
Mm-hmm.
any ideas, and we'll make it happen.
Yes, sir.
So let's dive in.
Let's do it.
So Guillermo,
Um, yeah.
tell me about the lineup.
So I was not super surprised. We talked about it last time, right? Maresca usually keeps it pretty predictable. I think one of his best decisions was the fullbacks. Cucurella had an amazing game, so that was totally great from Maresca, picking him over Gusto or Reece James. I was happy to see an actual left back in there. And then I like that he put Gusto in for most of the game and then brought Reece James in probably like 75th or 80th minute, I think it was.
So, something like that.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, but besides that, the lineup was pretty okay. I did not want to see Madueke start, so that was kind of annoying
we
when I
did
saw
talk
that.
about that. Yeah,
I remember you texted me and you were like, Madueke started, and I said he better have a heck of a game. So yeah,
more on that later.
Neto, yeah, Neto was brilliant. Um, Jackson was decent, I guess. Cole Palmer, of course, is going to play.
Who was in midfield?
Maresca was it was Enzo and Lavia, which we can talk on whether that was the right decision or not.
It was Caicedo and Lavia.
Oh, sorry, I said Enzo and Lavia. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
Caicedo and
no,
Lavia. Yeah. So, what did you think of the lineup?
I liked it. I mean, can't really argue against it. Like you said, I think we've both been wanting Cucurella to come back to the starting lineup. He definitely deserves it. I liked Reece James last time when he played the left back. He played the last two games. He played pretty well. But
Yeah,
no, I think we definitely needed a natural left back again.
yeah,
I mean, Cucurella was doing amazing the start of the season. Didn't
mm-hmm.
deserve to be dropped from the team. I'm glad that he's back.
Yep,
And I mean, man of the match performance. We'll get on that later. But man
yeah,
of the
yeah,
match performance. Then we had Cole Winfofana, center back pairing, typical, and Malagusa, like you said, right back. I was happy to see him. I think it was a tactical decision not to have Reece James start.
yeah,
Like I was telling you in the text messages, that I think it was because he wanted someone to be going up and down the right wing.
yeah, yeah,
Bombing up, supporting the attack, coming back down, helping Fofana and Colwell in defense.
mm-hmm.
And Reece James just isn't at that level yet, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe ever, just with his whole hamstring problems.
Yeah,
Maybe we don't want to risk him like that.
mm-hmm.
So it was definitely a tactical decision. And having
Yeah,
Castello and Lavia, we knew he was going to start. They were going to start in the double pivot, and Palmer
Palmer,
starting.
Palmer, I
Or
can.
Maresca was definitely playing mind games.
Yes.
Definitely playing mind games
They
with
were
Cucurella.
both. They were. Did you see? I don't know if you noticed. Like as soon as they saw each other, greeted each other, like pitch side, they were like saying something to each other and kind of like laughing about it.
I didn't catch
And
that.
I just wondered. It was literally like Arteta was like it was kind of like you did a thing, and
It
Lady
was
was
it
like
was the
okay, like
Spider-Man
you did
meme.
a thing,
Yeah, it was.
yeah,
They were like,
I wonder if they were actually like, like, yo, you were trying to play mind games, but I knew Saka and Odegaard were always gonna
Yeah,
start
they were like,
that
"Ah,
type
you
of
trying
thing.
to pull a fast one on me, huh? But you pulled a
Yeah.
fast one." Yeah, but then Neto and Madueke on the wings and Jackson up top, like you said. So that's the lineup. We did have some subs. We had 4 subs out of the 5 that we could have used. Enzo Fernandez, and Modric came in both at minute 68. Reece James at minute 82, and Nkunku at minute 88 with unused subs of Jorgensen, Badiashile, Tosin, Vega, and Joao Felix
Oh, mhm.
left on the
Big
bench.
name, girl, Felix.
Yeah. And like you said, 1-1. How are you feeling about the result?
Well, now that I've had time to kind of process and step out of all of that, I'm happy. I'm happy because I thought we were gonna lose. There came a point in the game where I thought we were gonna lose, and I got really mad. And I have not gotten that mad this whole season. And when Pedro Neto scored that goal, I didn't really care to win it. I wanted to, but I was just happy that somebody showed that attitude that I wanted to see. Um, and so going from thinking we're going to lose 1-0 to Arsenal, 1-0, 2-0 to Arsenal at Stamford Bridge again, I was like, no, um, let's just take the tie or whatever. Or at least let's not lose, you know? And I mean, they were the more threatening team in the last 10 minutes. So I was just happy to just not lose.
Yeah.
That's honest. Yeah. I wanted to come in and win and all that stuff. And I thought that's where we were headed after 5 minutes. But unfortunately, the team kind of stagnated. We just kind of got stuck, I feel like. And yeah, I'm happy with the draw. What about you?
Um, I don't know. At first reactions, I was happy with the draw. I wouldn't
Mhm.
say happy, but I was okay with the draw.
Right.
I remember telling my Arsenal friend because he came over to watch it. Shout out Blake if you're listening. I was telling him that, you know, if you told me at the beginning of the season we'd be 11 games in and we'd be third ahead of Arsenal, title contenders Arsenal, I'd rip your hand off for that.
Yeah.
But now that I've had more time to think about it, I'm actually really mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad because you can't have the season that you want to have. Like, I know they keep saying that they're young. Maresca saying that we'll learn how to win. We're in the right direction. Yes, all that's true. But this is Stamford Bridge. This is a London derby.
Hmm.
You need to win this game.
Yeah.
And it just seemed at no point in the game did it seem like we were going to win this game. And it was just like you were mentioning last pod, City, Liverpool, all the big games we failed to win. Where
Yeah.
Pochettino, he did have better, results. I mean, people like to say
Hmm.
he had better results, but he also did have the 5-0 against Arsenal.
Hmm.
He also had the 3-0 or something like that against Liverpool, horrible games.
Hmm.
The United 2-1 away, where I remember we were both watching that last season saying how horrible of a game that was. That was probably the worst performance I saw from Chelsea under Pochettino
Yeah.
last season. And so let's not pretend that he didn't have bad results also. But
Right. Right.
we're supposed to be this team that's on the up and up where we've got good form. We just won 8-0 obviously against FC Noah. And to draw against Arsenal at home, potentially almost lost that game.
In a weak Arsenal.
A
Like
weakened
regardless
Arsenal.
of regardless of the fact that they had their full lineup back again, Odegaard's not 100% fit. Rice is not 100% fit. Saka's not
Saka was
100% fit. So
they didn't have Calafiori, so it's just
yeah,
a weakened lineup, and we still didn't take advantage of that. They were
yeah,
there for the taking. Like there was
hmm,
blood literally on Havertz. There was blood, and we couldn't
hmm,
go for it. We could
yeah,
sniff the blood, but we didn't want to attack. And it's
yeah,
actually frustrating. Like,
yeah,
yeah, we'll look back and be like, oh, at least we're third. But no, if we won this game, same as if we won at Crystal Palace against Crystal Palace at home, Crystal Palace that hasn't
London
won
Derby,
anything.
London Derby,
London, another London derby, and we can't win those games at home. That's 4 points that we've dropped already at home. Four
yeah,
points.
yep,
Nottingham Forest, 6 points that we've dropped at home. Another draw. Those 6 points, where would we be right now? 1 point away from
Liverpool,
Liverpool. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. 6 points
Yeah.
will put us at 25, actually 3 points away from
3.
Liverpool in
Yeah.
second. In
Right.
second.
It'd be 2 points above City, I think. So City is 4 points
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
Liverpool,
2
no?
points. We would be
Okay.
2 points above.
No, dude, I totally feel that. And that's honestly what I was feeling yesterday. And I'm still kind of feeling that. I'm just happy that we didn't lose. But honestly, yesterday I was really, really annoyed. In terms of watching the game, like I said, the reason why I thought we were winning the first 5 minutes is because Cole Palmer gets on the ball, and then he has a really good shot, forces David Raya to make a good save. And I'm like, oh, like he's back. It's not going to be that type of big game where he's
Yep.
like invisible. And so I'm like, let's go. Like I'm ready. Like, and I barely had any sleep. I just woke up kind of 20 minutes ago, but I've been so excited for the game. And so Cole Palmer does that, and I'm like, we're in it. Like we feel the same thing. We're there.
Yep.
Literally 5 minutes later, the whole team just stagnates. The whole team just stagnates. The only people that I feel like wanted to truly win and were willing to do above and beyond to get the win is, in my opinion, Pedro Neto, Moises Caicedo, a beast. His attitude yesterday was top. And Cucurella. I think those are the only three players that truly, truly wanted to make it happen. Because there's one thing to say I want to win. There's another thing to do the things that require a win,
You
right? A
can you
winning
can
performance. So
you can talk the talk, but you gotta walk the
yeah,
walk.
you gotta walk the walk. And it just felt like a lot of our players didn't do that. And that's where I think your frustration and my frustration comes from. Because I mentioned it in the afternoon podcast with my boys yesterday. The main thing, one of the things that Pep hates the most, and it's one of the best managers ever, is for a soccer player, one of his players, to be scared to want the ball. And I
Yep.
feel like probably 7 of those players out there with Chelsea felt that way.
They were nervous.
Like they were nervous. They were nervous, and we keep succumbing to that feeling. And at one point or another, you got to throw that out the window, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a competitor, being nervous and being excited give you the exact same chemistry feeling in your body. Twist it up. Don't feel like you're scared. Don't feel like you're nervous. And even if you are, embrace that. Right?
Yeah.
Fight or flight. I'm fighting. Not flight. If you're succumbing to that flight temptation, you should not be competing.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the frustration comes from. We talked about it last episode. We're the bigger team. We have the better players. We have the better informed moment right now. So why not just go for it? Go in full confidence. Go test it. Go see what you're about. And I think it's a more missed opportunity from Chelsea's sake, even though Arsenal is having a worse season than it is for Arsenal. Like Arsenal, I found Arteta, you tied
No.
an away game.
Yeah,
You
you
tied an
tied an
away
away
game.
game against a top 4 opponent.
Yep.
You take
can't
that
be
every
really
time.
so upset.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, and if anything, Arsenal should be the ones that are even more upset because they had so many chances to win. They
Yeah,
were this
exactly.
close to winning multiple times, including at the very end. But we just couldn't show up. And another thing, I think the first thing I want to talk about is Maresca. He got the lineup right. I think so. Maybe Modric. I'm sorry, not Modric. Madueke could have been on the bench, and Felix could have started, or Nkunku could have started, or someone. But for the most part, he got the lineup correct. But my issue right now with Maresca, because it's not all flying colors, is he's not using all his subs. Again, we saw 4 subs out of 5. Why are you not using that 5th sub? What's the point? Why? And it's not like everyone was perfect where you're like, okay, no, I don't need to change anything.
Yeah, we can't
There was
change. If it ain't
no,
broke,
yeah,
fix it.
exactly. No, the game was crying out for someone to come in and just
Yep.
change it up, put some creativity in there. But I don't know what it is with Maresca recently, because he started out being really good with the
Yeah.
subs. He saw something wrong,
Mhm.
changed it immediately at halftime, minute 50, minute
Yep.
55, minute 60. He
Yep.
didn't care. He would change it and he would make 2, 3 subs at a time. Now he waited until minute what 58? Did I say 68
Mhm.
to bring on Enzo Fernandez and Mudryk when we were already down one.
And that seems to be like a common the first two common subs because they did it
Hmm.
against United, I think, and I think maybe even Newcastle.
Yep.
And now he did it against
It,
Arsenal.
it's like Sarri's bring on
Who was that?
Barkley for Kovacic.
Wow.
Hmm.
I was talking about this with my friends yesterday. It seems like we talked about it. People were saying he's going to be stubborn, blah blah blah. And we were saying we haven't seen it, right? Like in his play style, his coaching, all this stuff. Maybe now we're seeing it.
Yeah.
Maybe now we're seeing that he's kind of really cementing his ideas. And now he's like, no, it is my way.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Whereas in
Maybe
the
he does
beginning,
do
if
it
you come off that way, maybe you're coming off a little too bossy,
too arrogant. Yeah.
yeah. But it's a criticism for me to Maresca because you have so many. What's the point of having a big squad? I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't care about the conference league. I don't care about that League Cup team. I, in the Prem, you got to show up, and that's where your confidence comes from. If you're showing up week in, week out, when it comes time to compete, your players are gonna have something to draw back on. No,
Hmm.
look, man, we've been doing it. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you don't have that and you're succumbing to that feeling, when it comes to the real pressure, like you're not gonna do anything with that. You saw it last year with Pochettino against Liverpool in the final, right? It's like we had some decent games before that, so people, and then Liverpool was on terrible, like they were on terrible crisis mode. They had like 6 sub players, not even reserve players playing, kids
Hmm.
playing against Chelsea, right? And we couldn't win, and we could not win. We lost that final, right? And we beat ourselves, I think.
Yeah.
If Maresca does not get this right, I fear the same thing will happen. Maybe
I,
not the Conference League because it's too easy to get, but you already
but
saw it
I
in the Carabao
mean,
Cup. You
knockout
already saw
rounds,
the Carabao
anything
Cup.
can happen. Yeah, Carabao Cup already. We
Yeah,
already saw that.
we're already out. When was the last time Chelsea got out in the first or second round of the Carabao Cup? Come on,
Yeah, it
man.
was against City in our worst season ever
Right.
with
Yeah, I
Potter,
remember we
where
just
we
cheered.
just drew up City and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, I remember that.
but and then on Maresca, he's also minute 68 first sub. Not too bad. Okay, whatever. You made 2 subs, good subs too, because immediately
Mhm.
Enzo Fernandez
And
went and
so
got another assist,
I love him.
like you were saying. But then he waits until minute 82 to bring on Reece James.
Killed it, by the way.
Yes, he played
You do
well.
that. You do that sub maybe 10 minutes before.
It could have been different, but brings on Reece James when we're at that point we're actually trying to find a winner. Reece James
Hmm.
isn't going to bring you that winner, not this type of Reece James.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then if you do that, bring on someone else with him, an attack-minded player. But instead, he waits another 6 minutes until minute 88 to bring on Nkunku. What's Nkunku going to do with 2 + 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Nothing, you know? And Felix, what happened to Felix? Why aren't you just at that point, bring on whoever, bring
And
on anything attacking, any attacking-minded player so you can try and get something out of the game.
yeah. And it's weird because he even mentioned it in I think it was last week's press conference. They asked him about Nkunku and Joel how they haven't like gone into minutes in the Prem, and he said he was ashamed. Like that, those were the words he used. He said, "I am ashamed about Joel and Nkunku because I haven't been able to get the minutes and like I want to. Why are you not doing it?
Yeah.
Like I'm, I don't know if I don't know if he wants to play them, man. Like I don't know if he truly likes them in a sense, like as his players. Because I mean, we saw the rumors today that United for Nkunku, right? And I'm telling you, if Nkunku does not play like in November and December, he's gone, dude.
Yeah, he's leaving in
You
January.
can already you can already tell, and it's so sad. It makes me
I
so mad.
I mean, you've got a world-class striker that was
He's the best forward in Chelsea.
yeah, he's a world-class striker before he ever came to Chelsea. He was a world-class striker, killing it at RB Leipzig. He comes to Chelsea, unfortunately had a whole injury setback for a whole season, but he comes to Chelsea thinking he's gonna be one of the main men, and he's a big part player in the Conference League? You know?
It's
And I get it.
disrespectful.
Jackson is your man. He's been great for us this season. But when things aren't working out, bring him on. Take out Jackson
Mhm.
or keep Jackson on. Take out Cole Palmer. He was
Yeah.
not playing well this
What is
game.
he offering? What is he offering us if he's being invisible for 70, 80
Yeah.
minutes?
Like he had 15 good minutes this season or yeah, this game. The other 75 invisible, you know?
Nowhere.
So bring on Nkuku. Let's see that pairing. Bring on Felix. Let's see some of that, 1-2s going on. But no, he didn't want that creativity. He was too scared to ruin the structure of his formation. And for me, Enzo Maresca, if we're grading him, this game he got C minus.
He went down a little rating.
C minus. He got a C minus. I know we
Yeah.
drew, and a draw is actually no. That's probably fair because a draw is a C. But him being so scared to make a change, C
Safe.
minus.
So safe about it.
Yeah, and I don't like
So
that.
safe about it. I don't like it. I mean, football is not meant to be played that way.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
what?
and we can talk about like having good tactics and this and that, you know, but soccer is not played on paper. You know, sometimes, dude, I mean, think about it, right? Like if you're a soccer player and you see one of your teammates that you know bangs, right, comes on and you have 10 minutes left to score, right? What do you think in those next 10 minutes? Get the ball to this guy.
Yeah, just get him
How
to
can
him.
I free up this guy? How can I make it work so that he get how can we do it? What are we doing, right? Like it all entails that person. And I don't understand why Maresca is not doing that with Nkunku. Like, I just
Mhm.
don't get it. Like, you really believe that Jackson is going to do something in the last 20 minutes if he has not been able to win once against Gabriel Saliba?
Yeah,
You're expecting him what? To just finally beat them after 90 minutes?
yeah,
Not to take dicks at him, you know, but he didn't have a great game. He was kind of bullied by Gabriel and Saliba in that sense, you know. And Nkunku comes on, and you would think this doesn't make sense, right? Because Nico Jackson is more physical, all this stuff,
more
faster, whatever.
agile and everything. Yeah,
Yeah. And then Cooper comes on, he holds off Gabriel or Saliba. I think it was Saliba. He just holds him off. He
yeah,
won a foul with
yep. I think he won a
4
couple
minutes to
fouls.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if he was doing that for the past 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Like, dude, that's the thing that I'm really upset because I don't know, man. It's like being able to go for $1 million, but you only go for 1,000. Just because it's easier.
And that's the sad part. But I think Maresca does deserve some credit
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
subs that he did make did work out. I
yeah.
mean, like we mentioned, Enzo Fernandez, Modric came on. By having Modric come on, his preferred position is left winger.
Mm-hmm.
You move Pedro Neto out to where Modric was, and he thought. I saw after the game in the press conference, he was mentioning how he wanted to give Pedro Neto a shot at going against Timbers. Madueke tried; he wasn't really that successful. He said, "Let me give Pedro Neto over there," because he was taking on White. He did a good job against White, but he wanted to see him over there on the right.
Right.
And within what a couple minutes, within a couple minutes of making that sub, um, Pedro Neto goes and scores. It's literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They came on minute 68. Pedro Neto scores in minute 70.
Yeah.
And guess
Yeah.
who assisted him? Enzo. And
You
I
cannot
mean, it's kind of. I know we're calling it an assist, and it is an assist on paper, but
assist.
Enzo didn't have to do anything fancy. He just had to give him the ball, and the Arsenal defense and midfield fell asleep. First
Yeah.
of all, they gave Neto way too much time, but we
Yeah.
can then see what Neto brings for us from the right wing. Something we didn't see
Right.
from Madueke. Madueke likes to
Yeah.
stretch it out wide, which is fine,
Yeah.
but you can't always be going out wide,
No.
and you got to be taking some shots. And he's just too predictable with his left foot, cutting in left foot, too predictable. And Pedro Neto just came in and he just hit that
What a goal.
so
What a
sweet.
goal. It's
Oh,
that
I
goal that makes you just like
Yeah,
right?
oh
Like
yeah, dude. I celebrated that goal. That was such a good goal. I jumped up on my couch. I was like,
how how was
no.
this celebrating with your friend?
See, I mean, he celebrated too the Arsenal
Yeah,
goal, He toned it down. I could tell he toned it down. So I also celebrated, but I toned it down. But I jumped up on my couch.
Mhm.
I jumped on my couch. I was like,
It's that kind of goal. He was like 35 yards
yeah.
out. He just kind of decides to hit it. Like you said, it wasn't a fancy pass before, so it's just out of nowhere.
And it was the
Just
response we
easy
needed.
strike.
If we
Yeah,
waited even maybe 5 more minutes
it's
without
done.
scoring a goal, the
We're
game is
not
over,
scoring.
and
We're
Arsenal
not
would have
scoring.
probably scored another one
Yep. Yep.
because we would
They
have been
probably
more and
scored
more
that second one.
desperate.
Yep.
So, I mean,
And
on that part, we gotta give Enzo Maresca credit, but
yeah.
I mean, still, he needs to do better. He needs to do better,
Yeah.
and he gets these 2 weeks in international break to really figure out what is going on. Do I drop Madueke? Speaking of Madueke, I don't know if you saw, but when he got subbed off, he went straight to the tunnel.
I saw that. I got a text from a friend.
He went
Is that
straight to the
true?
tunnel, and it is. And Maresca addressed it. He said, "I mean, it's normal for a player to be upset. Everyone wants to play. They don't like being taken out."
Nah.
But
Nah. I'm
earlier in
not.
the season, he said, "I want all my players on the bench, whether you're playing or not. I
Yeah.
want all my players on the bench because we're a team, and you got to support your teammates."
From home for home games. Yeah, he said that. I don't
Exactly,
care what league it is. I don't care if it's the Conference League. I don't care if it's the Carabao Cup. I don't care if it's the Premier League. If we have a home game, it feels like the logical thing to do for the whole team to show up and go support your team, right?
exactly.
Like, wow, that
And
is
what did he
true.
do? Yeah, it is true. He went straight down the tunnel.
Nah, sorry, but if Madueke needs to be dropped, and I would even consider like that really gets me mad. That really gets me mad because I didn't know how legit that was. I haven't been able to like pay attention enough. But Ronaldo is the only person that I've seen do that. Cristiano Ronaldo.
And
You're
look who
telling
you're talking about, Cristiano
me
Ronaldo.
yeah,
He can have that type of ego.
yeah. Madueke? Are you freaking kidding me? What have you done, dude? Who are you?
He
Like,
scored a
I'm
hat trick
sorry.
against Wolves.
After insulting their freaking town, like have some class, dude.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Yeah, I know, but like it's like as an actual like athlete,
But yeah, you got to be smarter.
it's like Real Madrid snubbing the freaking Ballon d'Or ceremony.
Mhm.
It's disrespectful. You're showing
Classless.
honestly a trashy side.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I'm
But yeah.
so disappointed
Hey, maybe this is silver lining. He gets dropped to the B squad,
for the Conference League.
and then we bring on Nkunku maybe. Nkunku maybe starts starting the games with Jackson and Palmer over on the right wing and Neto on the left, or vice versa.
I would love it.
You know
I
what
would
else I
love
think we were missing?
it.
Sancho.
Yes, we were. Do you remember? I was thinking about that yesterday, um, because we didn't even hit on Sancho, but I thought about it afterwards, late at night. I was like, man, like we had such good balance. Like we be, if you remember how it started, right? It started off very Pochettino kind of, very
Hmm.
transitional, whatever. You could see little things of here and there that Maresca wanted to implement, but really it was kind of transitional, you know. And then it kind of turned into okay, let's just hold the ball up there and like recycle the ball a couple of times, you know. But we still have to attack. Let's not be too recycling, right? Because we're not too used to that yet, right? Like two choice, like recycle, 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 recycle. You know, he was
Yeah.
not there yet, you know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like recycle maybe once or twice, but then go hit it, you know. And then now, and then so the reason why we were so good then is because of Sancho. He brought that beautiful balance on the left, and it was like which side, you know. You would have the opponent's back line, shifting left, shifting right. You know what I'm
That
saying?
and
And then
you're
Cole
putting
Palmer
2
and
you're putting 2 on
all
each player, you know?
exactly, yeah. And it's so it created a more balanced forward line. And now we're seeing Madueke just wants to drive with the ball, and he's way too far from the box to do that anyways. And then Cole Palmer's being marked out of the soccer pitch. And then the left side, Neto can run, but he's not really gonna. He can hold the ball, but he's not gonna take you on, kind of, unless he's already
Yeah.
going. So it's just like there's just not enough. And then Nico's not the type of player to like. I don't know. It's just it seems a little unbalanced.
I agree, but with Nico also, he normally drops down a lot. He drops
Yeah,
back, helps the midfield. He recycles the ball around there, tries to do a couple 1-2s. I didn't see that from him today. He tried it maybe once in the beginning, the
right.
first 5 minutes, but I was telling my Arsenal friend after that, he was quiet. He wasn't. trying anything. He wasn't dropping back like he normally does to, bring in the two center backs that are marking him and go into the midfield to where you lay it off to Palmer, and then you have Madueke or Pedro Neto bombing down against
Mhm.
only two fullbacks with no
Yeah,
center backs because he brought them down. And then
yeah,
he can also try and make up that ground because he's going to be faster than the
right.
center back. He
Yeah.
can make up that ground and maybe, hopefully, get a cross from Pedro Neto or from Madueke and tap it in, or Cole Palmer.
Isn't that,
But there was none of that.
yeah, isn't that how we scored the Cole Palmer pre-assist to Neto and then Neto to Jackson?
Exactly.
Pretty much, like, he kinda came down, Palmer
Exactly.
saw Neto,
It's
picked
exactly
off.
like that.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Where was that this game? For some reason, I don't know, Jackson was out of it. He was he was the anti-Drogba, where Drogba always scores against Arsenal is up for it, and he just wasn't up for it, it seemed like. But you know who was up for it? You already know. Moises Caicedo.
Beast, man.
What
And
what you
you look at the game, right? And like we talked about it with Neto, right? Like he's him scoring, giving you that feeling, right? That's what Moises Caicedo gives me all the time. All the time. So many times he would just push Kai Havertz up, get up, you
Yeah,
know.
all up in their
So
face too.
I love it. He slips and falls, doesn't care, gets back up, makes the other players slip and fall. I there's something about being active for 60, 70, 80 minutes. Like I love, and that's something that like I want Lavia. I want that to rub off on Lavia
Yeah,
because I think Enzo has that in him, and maybe it's that South American culture we talked about,
that's what it
you
is.
know. But
Yeah,
it's like I just want people to go at people. Chelsea's supposed to be physical and aggressive
exactly.
and passionate. It's not this safe football. And I just love the whole game. The whole game. I mean, even Arsenal fans can't say anything. Like
No.
they'll praise him.
What
He's
did I
so
say last time? He's the best midfielder in the league. And I will say it every single episode until all of the league believes it and starts saying it themselves, because he is the best defense or midfielder in the league, hands down. He he made that midfield his own. You could have honestly, you could have taken out Lavia. You could have never brought
yeah.
Gusto and Vert him in. You could have left him by himself in a single pivot, and he would have handled that with ease. With
Yeah, you probably could have.
ease.
Yeah.
He had 3 out of 3 tackles won. He had 2 blocks, 1 clearance, 1 headed clearance, 1 interception, to get this, 8 ball recoveries. 8. 8 ball recoveries. He only got dribbled past once. I don't even remember
Right.
that. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
say he
even.
never did. The stats are lying, because he is just too good. That, and also at minute, what, 93, you remember when they were about to counter? They were coming from a corner, and he just ran and got to the ball before, I think it was Trussard probably, and slid to it, and he's just like, I don't know if you saw his reaction. He was mad.
Oh,
He
that when
was
he hit the
furious.
grass, I
Yeah,
know it's
he
yup,
was
yup.
furious. He got to that ball,
I,
which I knew he
I
would.
couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if he was celebrating or getting mad. Yeah,
No, he was mad. He
he
was
was mad.
mad because it's a corner, and we haven't taken advantage of any of those corners. And then you let them break, and he has to bust a gut at minute 93, like he's been doing it all game, all season, to save us. Like he
Those
he was mad,
players.
rightfully so. And he, like you were saying, he's showing that emotion, and that's what we need. We need that emotion. Like, bring the
Yeah,
emotion. Be proud to be playing
yeah,
for this badge.
yeah,
You can,
dude.
like, feel it in you. You gotta
Hmm.
feel like a blue. And some of these
Yeah,
players weren't feeling it today.
no, nah. And that's what I was gonna say. Those players need to look at themselves. The only
Mhm.
players that I would say had a
Can
bad game, and it just kind of happened. Like it wasn't a mentality thing. Really, the only one that's coming to mind, I think, is Colwell, because I think Colwell didn't have a great game,
I agree.
but I don't. I just think he kind of got flustered. He got an early yellow card. I don't know what it was. Maybe him writing off his emotions is not the best thing for him. Different players are different in terms of how they are,
Yeah,
but I think he's the only one because he always seemed with the right attitude, and he seemed like he just always wanted to do, like kind of do the right thing and this and that. So, but like players, like I'm sorry. Maybe Lavia is only 20 years old, 21 years old, but I need more. I needed way more. I needed way, way more. Like if I would have known that's the performance that Lavia was going to give me, I would have said Enzo easily,
mhm.
easily, easily, easily. and Madueke just poor. Now that you're telling me that, even worse.
Do you remember
Jackson
his
just
yellow
never
card?
seemed. Hmm?
Do you remember
Yeah,
his yellow
yeah.
card?
I liked that yellow card. I liked that yellow card. I don't like that it's a little classless a little bit, but it wasn't that bad, I thought. They were messing with one of the Chelsea players, and he kind of came and backed them up. And so I thought
Madueke's
okay,
yellow card.
yeah,
Ma-
that's what I'm talking about.
no,
They,
Madueke, his yellow card was Cole Palmer. So they get a foul. Cole Palmer kind of kicks the ball away a little bit,
yeah.
and was lucky not to get a yellow because that's a
Right.
yellow by the ref standards.
Yeah,
And then
ball was moving.
Madueke goes and
Yeah.
plays with the ball again.
Yeah. I don't care. I honestly, for me, because the thing is, they were trying to annoy Palmer, like the
They
Arsenal
were
player.
trying to get the refs to give him a yellow. But if
Yeah,
you just saw Palmer escape a yellow for something that he should have had, and then you go and do the same thing, what are you doing? Be
it's
smarter than
immature.
that.
Yeah, and it's gonna have to become a real question, right? Especially now with this Madueke going straight into the tunnel. Is is he actually like top, like a top professional? Because we saw it last year. One of the worst things I've seen ever from a soccer team is Kepa doing what he did with Sadi, right? But then literally second, if not first, is what he did with Cole Palmer and Nico. Was it?
Nico was involved too, but
Yeah,
yes.
that's one of the most disgusting things I've seen. Like straight up, that's such a bad look, right? Like that says a lot about you,
hmm
you
You're
know. And
more worried about yourself than the team.
yeah, and it gets me mad because you want to take those easy moments, right? But you don't want to do the hard yardage or whatever. You don't want to do the hard work, right? Make something out of nothing, like
hmm
Neto. Neto, you can tell is like that. Like he will work hard. He finds his own stuff. He makes it happen. He just grits it out, Whereas Madueke, as soon as stuff seemed to get hard, dude, I don't understand why Nebraska even started him. Man. I really don't. I really, really, really don't understand that.
Hopefully he's seen the light. Hopefully he saw the light
I hope.
already.
I hope so. I hope so.
But
But
go on.
go
No,
ahead.
you go on.
I was gonna ask you about because there's one player that maybe we talked about a little bit, but I mean he's the man of the match, right? Kukureya. Dude, I was really happy.
Cucucucureya, come paella.
I love it.
Cucucucureya, bebe una
Dude,
estrella. Jalen tiembla, porque viene Cucurella. Jalen tiembla, porque viene Cucurella. I love it. What can you say,
Dude,
man? I love
he was a
Cucurella.
beast. He's a
What a
beast, man.
redemption arc. What a redemption
And
arc.
he's such a hated player. Like he's so easy to hate on the long hair and all that stuff. But like I just loved it, man. Saka, 80 minutes, 0 chances created, 0 dribbles completed, 0 passes into the final third, 0. Right? He's shut down one of the best, probably the second best right winger in the league, easily after Salah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just really happy. And he wasn't just a beast defensively, right? You saw him get up, you saw him go in the midfield, and even like kind of fall striker type of thing. So it's just I loved him. I absolutely loved him. If he wasn't the man of the match, or if Caicedo wasn't the man of the match, I'm really happy Cucurella got it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and I love that Cucurella is finally starting to get the praise from most Chelsea
Yeah,
fans because he has
and
been
even
amazing. Yeah, and
outside,
outside of I mean,
he's got respect now.
he's amazing. He's
He is.
amazing.
He is. He
He,
is.
he's
Hate
he's just
on
been
man because
great.
he just looks so sporadic all the time. But like he says to himself like in the post match interview, he's like, like if you stay still, it's really easy for the defender to kind of see what side you're giving him. But if you're kind of jumping in and out, then you're just always changing his options, and so there's more decisions that he has to make, and
Exactly.
so it's easier.
And
You
that goes
know,
for any player. My
yeah,
dad, when he used to coach us for a rec league, like he would always tell us, always be moving. Every single player always needs to be moving for 2 reasons. One, like you were mentioning, that the opposing player isn't going to know what to do with you. Where do I go? Do I go to the left? Do I go to the right? He also has to keep moving because he's having to guard you the whole time. So you're gonna wear them out, and you're gonna be more fit. You just know you're gonna be more fit to them
because you're doing that.
because you're the one doing it. Yeah, they have to
Mhm.
react to you. And then number two is I just lost my train of thought.
You were talking about why you should always be moving.
Yeah, but I
Like
forgot the number 2 reason. I really forgot,
it'll
and
probably come back to you.
yeah, it'll come back to me later, but I mean, it keeps oh, I remember now. So, number 2 is it gives your teammates options. When you're static, what are they gonna do? Just pass you the ball and that's it? You have men on you all the time? But if you're constantly moving, you're making all those plays, you're making all those runs to where someone like Enzo can easily be like, "Okay, I see you running, I know I can make the pass." But if there's no runs, Enzo's gonna look like a bad player, you know?
Even if he makes that run, so he doesn't think he can get that pass, he can get in there, take that
Exactly.
space, it frees up that space.
Exactly. It
Yeah,
frees up space. There's no reason to be static in a
no,
game. There's no
no,
reason.
no. That big of a game too? No,
Mhm. And that's why I
no.
love Cucurella. Like, he was just everywhere. He is the Caicedo of left backs.
Yeah, yep,
And
yep.
but he's got that extra, I don't know, like,
It's a Spanish elegance.
he's got that Diego Costa in him where you're just like,
Ah,
if he was playing against you, you hate him. But
yeah,
because he
yeah,
plays for
absolutely.
us, you love him.
Oh yeah.
You love him.
He's a little like slick, I guess, in terms
Yeah,
of
he's
guys.
got a little bit of dark arts. I don't know. He's just
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Arsenal. Like I think that's something to praise Arsenal for. Because obviously, like we don't want to see this trash football that they're playing, staying out in the back or whatever. But like this game, they went for it, right? They weren't really
they did.
parking the bus. They kind of went for it, and you could tell they didn't care how they won. They just wanted to win. You saw with the offsides goal from Kai Havertz. Oh my god, they that pissed me off, dude. What were you thinking?
I was just I was just really, really mad at the fact that we conceded such a stupid goal for all the players to not be alert. For any player in any league, in any game,
Yes,
for that to
yes,
happen always
yes.
makes me mad. But in a game
Oh my
like this specifically,
gosh.
you're playing at home in the Premier League against your London rivals, and you just fall asleep like that, the whole team? Oh, we got so bailed out by VAR. I mean,
Oh
that's what
yeah.
VAR is there for. It wasn't a goal, rightfully so, it was offside,
Yeah.
but oh my god, but you know what's funny? He
Uh,
celebrated it so hard
yeah, he did.
just for him to not score. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that felt good.
You know
And then
what?
right after,
Friendship with
I was
Havertz? Over.
oh no, it's done, dude. I love seeing one of the main things I really loved. I mentioned it from Caicedo. Just get up, all this stuff. It wasn't just once, like he did it a couple of times, Kai Havertz. And then you saw Reece James come on. He just straight body him. Did you see
Yep.
that? In that half stage, right before he kind of made that threatening run,
Yeah.
he just like literally he didn't even have the ball. He passed the ball back, and then like Kai Havertz tries to kind of like get in front of him, so he's not able to just receive a pass. He just get
Bodied him.
off me, dude. Puts him to the ground. Like I just love that. I absolutely love that. Kai Havertz literally got bullied for most of that match, and I'm so happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, he was bloody.
Yeah,
Also,
he's
on
literally
Cucurella and Havertz being bloody. That's the type of thing that I love about Cucurella. He went up to the ref. He was running to him. He said, look, he's bleeding. He can't be
yeah,
playing." Like, that's the
yeah.
type of thing. Like, it's something so
Smart.
small, but
Yep.
you get your advantages where you can take him. That means he
Mhm.
has to be out for a while until they treat him. That's perfect. You're playing against a
Yeah.
10-man Arsenal now. You know,
Yep.
it's
And they're very dangerous in header, like in corners and headers.
yeah,
So
exactly, because they're all tall for some reason. The whole Arsenal team is tall in every single position. I don't
it's
get it.
because
They're all like
it's
7 feet.
because Arteta saw that Pep got Holland. He's like, huh, if Pep is not prioritizing, but really making it a key part of his team to have aggression and physicality and stuff like that in his players, not just his free flowing football. Then if that works for him and he thinks it's important, maybe I should do the same. And I think that's kind of where that's coming from. And I
Mhm.
think it's right in a sense, like in the Premier League at least, right? Like if this was Barcelona and you see their center backs, one of their center backs right now, he's like 19, 20 years old.
Oh,
He's
what's his
like
name? I don't even
he's
know how
like
to
five
pronounce his name, but
six.
Kubarasi or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it's but he's like 5'6", dude. Like 5'7", Like he's super short. You will never see that in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like Leach is probably the shortest center back I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah. He just I don't know.
I love it. I love Cucurella, but I mean, all in all, the game ended 1-1,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'm not happy about it, but we're third.
Mm-hmm.
We're
It's
in third place.
it's it's good for the team, to go into. I was kind of comparing it, like our mentality, right, compared to like Arsenal's in terms of these 2 weeks. They're gonna be thinking, "Holy crap, we can drop points, we drop points, we drop points," and we're going in like, "Dang, we're actually pretty serious,"
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's the feeling I'm getting. I hope the players don't get complacent. I hope they see that there's an opportunity rather than just like work is done type of thing. But now what I'm really interested to see is honestly what's gonna happen with Madueke. I hope there's serious consequences, to be honest. And yeah,
That's gonna be a good
that's
story
my
to
feeling.
follow.
I think honestly now that's probably the biggest talking point.
Yeah, good story to follow. I mean, keep up with us in the social media because we'll definitely keep you updated with all that
Yeah.
because that's a big story.
I mean, Ronaldo did it, and Ten Hag was ready to like throw him out, dude. Like
Yeah.
just like literally, you do not do that. You
Yeah.
do
No.
not do that. I not in my Spanish leagues do I do that. In my Spanish league, I
No
can't do
player
that.
is bigger than the team.
No, no, you never. And even if you think you are, you have a commitment to your teammates, right?
Right.
Like, what about Joao Felix? What's he gonna think seeing that? You know what I'm saying? I'm
Exactly.
telling you, Madueke starts, Maresca's gonna go downhill. I'm telling you, if he's not dropped, Maresca's gonna go downhill. Because
Mhm.
if I'm Joao Felix or if I'm in Kunku, I am waiting to see what Maresca does. I
That's
want to
very
see
true.
this is a great opportunity for him to either stamp his prep into the team and his authority and say, no, look, you want to act like that, this is what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You know? Or if he's just gonna brush it off because he's just no, I can't see that.
I'm curious to see what he does.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
But one last thing I want to bring up. One last thing is
Yeah.
that we have played City.
Mm.
We've played Liverpool.
Mm.
We've played Arsenal. We've played Man United. We've played Nottingham Forest. Already out. We're done.
Newcastle,
We played Newcastle.
Barnesman,
Bournemouth, which is our bogey team usually. We
and they're
played
really good this
a lot of our toughest opponents.
year. Brighton.
Brighton.
Sorry.
Brighton.
I just know we've played
I
so
mean, no, yeah.
yeah, we've played so many good teams.
And we had the third hardest start to the league. And we're third. Now let's see how many points we can get from our
Yeah.
next 10 matches. I think the only good teams we play are maybe good teams. I mean, everyone in the Premier League is good, but I think
Yeah.
it's Villa and Spurs.
Yep.
I don't think we
It's
play anyone else that's that big.
right.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, Villa
And then we
at
played
home,
Leicester.
Spurs away. Brentford at home is going to be difficult because we always struggle against Brentford.
Bradford's a good team, man.
But
They're just like Bournemouth, if not better.
exactly, the next time we play a big team is January 25th next year in Man City away.
Oh my
So
god. Serious?
it's just Villa December 1st. Then the week after that, December 8th, is Spurs. So those are two dangerous weeks right there. We need to get out of those two games 4 points at least. Win at home, tie it away easily. But out of all those games, I want to say those 10 games, 26 points out of 30. That's what we should be aiming for. Because there's no reason why we shouldn't. There's no reason why we should be dropping any more points than that. If we really want to be serious about this top four and even possibly title, because I mean, if you can call Arsenal title contenders, and you can call us title contenders because we're ahead of them.
Yeah, legit.
So,
We're as serious as they are, if anything.
exactly. So we've got it easier now. We better show out.
Yeah, for real. That's one thing, like we talked about it, but like that's one thing that Pochettino, even if even if we lost, it was a great game. Even if we lost, it was 4-3,
That's
3-2.
true.
Yeah, like I want to see us go for it. I want to see that, and we were like explosive, man. You would see all the games, and yeah, Cole Palmer is a big part of that, but even Nico Jackson, like everybody was kind of wanting to score, make things happen. It was kind of like that turnaround at Chelsea, like we're not a small club, like we're not in turmoil, like we can't make it work, all this stuff, because there was a lot of heat. And
Yeah.
now, like that really showed in the last 3-4 months of Pochettino, and now it just seems like that's kind of gone. And
Yeah,
so,
we
like, I
started
really
explosive, and now it's like Maresca's kind of taking it away from us slowly.
exactly, and I really want to see us, like, especially against these lower teams. I really want to see us go at them. Like, I really, and they're probably gonna figure out a plan to take Cole Palmer out of the game. And they're probably gonna low block and all this stuff, because that's usually what they do against good attacks. I want us to, like, I don't want, in a sense, almost take it unserious, because the players can feel that off you. Like, as a manager and as someone that's in authority, if you're chill, dude, like that's what I've learned too, like from coaching. If you're hectic, like first year coaching for me, I was like very excited. I was, I want to be everywhere. I want to do everything. That's not what a coach should be all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's moments for you to kind of step in and do all that stuff, but really it's about being a good figurehead, and showing what they should be doing, right? Being an example so that they can lead. I want to see Maresca sit back, relax, say, go have fun. You guys can beat this team, right? We know our principles. We've already raised our floor. Now let's just go out, have fun, put some goals in the back of the net, move on to the next game.
Yeah.
Make me enjoy these next 90 minutes. Don't
Yeah.
make
True.
it be something else.
I mean, the
Let's
potential
go
we
play some.
have is incredible. This team has
Yeah,
the probably the biggest potential in the whole league,
yeah, legit,
and
legit. Maresca said it himself. Actually, sorry, he literally said that. He said that in his interview for Chelsea. They asked him what was unique or special about this squad, and he said, no matter what with this squad, you're probably going to be dominating English football in the next 5-10 years because of the quality of this
yeah,
squad. It doesn't matter who comes in. It doesn't matter if it's me or somebody else. But
exactly.
because of the recruitment you've done, this club should be dominating English football the next 5-10 years.
We
So,
should, and I want to start early. I want to start this season.
yeah,
I want this
yeah,
season. I mean, look, a ceiling is a man-made thing. So
man, that was 30.
this team can go anywhere
Yeah,
if we just don't stop ourselves mentally.
right,
Because the
exactly.
skills there, the skills there. But we'll see. Maybe Esteval William will come in and get Madueke out the
Take my
team, and
take my Reiki to the street to
then
Strasbourg.
hopefully Kendry Paez gets back on track, and then I just
What
have
do you mean
I
on
just
track?
he's been kind of, I don't know, off it recently.
Really?
I haven't heard much about him. I mean, he scored the other week, but he's been off it recently. But I'll tell you more about it because we play Bolivia. Ecuador plays Bolivia on Thursday, and then we play Colombia on Tuesday of next week during this international break. So we should be seeing more of Kendry, and I'll be able to tell you if he's doing better or not, if he's back to speed.
By the way, you just made me remember Estupinian against City. Nasty.
I've been telling you. I've been telling you since the moment they got him that I want Estupiñán there. You know who else?
Mm.
Piero Hincapié. He plays in Leverkusen. He's their left back / center back thing. He
Mm.
can play. He can play that inverted fullback role beautifully.
Really, really. Dude,
Let's
Ecuador
just,
has a really
dude.
nice
Let's
team.
just make Chelsea Ecuador.
Stop. Oh, wait, what do you mean? Wait.
Like I just want all the Ecuadorians to Chelsea, man.
Well, the Ecuadorians are going to Chelsea.
Yeah,
I
screw
remember,
it.
I remember the first Ecuadorian that we saw, I saw in the league was Valencia. And you always say, you would watch him out anyway, but you would always be mad like this United.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do it. But good result, I guess. Sitting third.
It gives us something to talk about for probably this week or so,
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
But yeah, we're
Sitting
sitting third.
third.
19 points, 9 points away from City or Liverpool, 4 points away from City, who lost.
Mhm.
And anywhere from third place to United in 13th place, it's only a 4-point gap. So it's dangerous. This league is tight.
Yep.
So
Yep.
any little slip up, we're out of the
Yep.
top 6.
Yep.
So we gotta be smart. Keep your head in the
Yeah.
game, like
Sharp. Yep.
Wildcats.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah, but that's it for today. Let us know what you guys thought about the game. Comment what you think about Madueka situation and who should be coming in, and if Nkuku should be getting more minutes. Um,
All right.
but join us next time for another episode of Two Blues in a Pod. We'll see what we come out during this international break. We'll try and do something fun.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for
We'll,
that.
we'll probably put it out on the social media platforms as well, like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
what we're going to talk about.
So again, can't stress it enough. Just follow us. Have it on description. We're trying to be active on everything. So please just follow us, like, subscribe, comment, turn the bell notification on so you can get, notifications every time we post anything, YouTube video, shorts, whatever it may be, community posts. So keep your eye out.
You're doing. I feel like you're doing a really good job with the TikTok. So I feel like that's definitely one to
Thank you.
check out.
Yeah. Check out our
I
TikToks.
I really like how you're.
Look, I've never had TikTok before, so
You're killing it. Honestly, I think you're killing it. So
check it out if you guys are
check
interested.
us out.
You
Check
will
us
be
out.
interested. Check it out. But, as always, this is Two Blues in a Pod. I'm Pablo.
I'm Guillermo.
And I'm Chelsea till I die.
Chelsea till I die, baby.
See you guys.